What's Going On podcast.
Yo, this is Ninja,
And this is XP Early Bird,
and this is
the What's Going On podcast.
What's Going On. And before we even get into everything, I want to say thanks to everybody who is subscribing. We are running up. The views and the subs are going up slightly, but also the comments are cool. I did get a comment from this one guy that said that you need to teach me how to bend my hat. He said my hat was too straight, but I was like, dude, I'm from New York. We all wear our hats like that. He's like, I'm from South Carolina. I'm like, oh, that makes sense. So I know everybody in the South bends their hats crazy. So shouts out to my boy. Look, I bent right there. That's it. But
man.
yeah, he was a new sub, and he just hit us up in the comments talking about my hat. So I was like, all right, cool. All right, back on track. So what are we talking about today? Early?
I guess part 2 of the Diddy saga.
The Diddy saga. That sounds some Dragon Ball shit.
Yeah, it does. And I mean, it's bibbity bobbity.
Diddy. Yeah, Diddy saga. Next time on Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, I can hear that. But go ahead.
We are talking Diddy, and more accurately, his apology.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna watch the video, break it down,
Yeah.
give our thoughts and opinions on it.
All right, I'm gonna get it started then. All right, let's go.
My behavior on that video is inexcusable.
This morning, Sean Diddy Combs is breaking his silence.
I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now.
Combs stepping out in Miami the same day he posted the apology on Instagram. The incident took place at a Los Angeles hotel in 2016. The surveillance footage obtained by CNN shows Ventura walking down a hallway.
Ask God for his
after this assault.
I went and I sought out professional help. Had asked God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry.
Bro. Oh my God, dude. I'm all for everybody getting better. And if you have a problem, you have a problem. You know what I'm saying? Second chances and all that good shit. But I just hate when people are like, they gotta like, mind you, this is the guy who's been on a love fest for like almost 2 years. Brother love thy neighbor. That he's been on that way for how long now?
For a while. A couple years.
For a minute. Since his album was coming out and all this shit, giving back everybody their whatever, their masters because they're up. But just the fact that he's like, God will give me his mercy. I'm like, bro, come on, dude. If you're a man of God, why would you even think that was okay in the first place? Like,
I don't know, man. So you're gonna play the whole video?
Was that the whole video? I think that was it.
Oh, so
I think it was the beginning. Yeah. No, I'm not gonna play the whole news clip. Okay. Yeah, because it's. But you got the gist of it. It was that beginning part and that end part.
Yeah. Okay. It's so much wrong with this situation, man. That apology was so unsincere, man. Like you can tell he didn't mean it. He's only doing it because it's what you're supposed to do, right? And he don't want people to think that he's a bad guy. I mean, he could care less, man. Like, he could care less about what he's done. I think this is more so about what the public is going to think about him, and like what's this going to be like doing business moving forward. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like that's what that apology was for. But I was thinking about this Diddy thing today while I was at work, and I was really just really thinking, and it's like, man, people keep saying Diddy. Okay, cool. Diddy, he did it. He needs to get in trouble. But I don't think he's the only one. I think everybody involved in that situation should be held accountable some kind of way, because, and I'm being honest, I felt like everybody is to blame in this situation. And when I say everybody, I'm talking not only just Diddy, but I'm talking like I myself, I feel like I'm at fault. I feel like you're at fault. I feel like our friends and family are at fault. I feel like
Right.
American society is at fault because you have grown men and women around this situation, but it's more important for them to live a lavish lifestyle, to drive a Mercedes or to drive a BMW, to drive an Audi or whatever, whatever high level car, or whatever. It's more
Right.
important for them to have a house. It's more important for them to get the Louis and the Gucci belt than to save this woman from that situation. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like it's the values that we teach each other in American culture is like it's so materialistic, bro. It's
Yeah.
like I find that disturbing that people saw what was going on and decided to do nothing because it was more important for them to gain something materialistic.
Yeah. And that's the problem. It's that they get wrapped up in the lifestyle. Okay, so and this is just I'm not accusing or blaming or doing that game where victim blaming and all that shit. I'm not doing any of that by any
Hmm.
means. But
Hmm.
it's the same thing we saw in the R. Kelly shit. It's like you have these young girls who idolize these guys and
Hmm.
end up in the laps literally of these men that are
Hmm.
getting either pimped out by their parents for a paycheck, or they're just like, yeah, go hang out with Diddy or go hang out with R. Kelly, see what happens, see if we get a record deal. And I think that was the case with Cassie, is that she got her record deal, and then Diddy flipped that whole shit around and made her his boo thing, and then like
Yeah.
chugged her around for mad years. And I think she just got caught up in that lifestyle. She was trapped.
Well, I'm sorry to cut you off, but like I say, I was thinking, and I didn't say this, but I feel like, I mean, I have to put some of the blame on her as well
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
I feel like you want to live this lavish lifestyle, and I think I don't think that I don't think who did he how did he end up treating her? I don't think it caught her completely off guard. I think
Right.
I think there were some people around her that warned her about him, but because she wanted that lifestyle and nothing hasn't happened yet, like she didn't see the bad
Right.
side of him, so
Hmm.
she didn't, you know what I'm saying? So she kind of, well, I haven't seen anything yet. Had nothing that has happened to me yet, so I'm good. It probably just happened to you. Maybe you just made her mad or whatever. Or
Yeah.
maybe that's what she was thinking, and she decided to stick around because the lifestyle
Yeah.
that she wanted it was within reach. It was right there.
Mm.
Just stick
Right.
around just a little bit longer. Then I have what I know the things that I want. So and like I said, I don't know that for sure, so I can't really say it for sure. But I'm sure somebody somewhere warned her about who he was.
Listen, even if they didn't warn her and she saw the things going on, like, you know, it's not a red flag. Like, before he even got that serious, you know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Like,
Yeah.
before he even got to the point where it was like, yo, he's
Physical.
beating me in hallways. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if he cheated, I'm pretty sure he was cheating on her. You know what I'm saying? Because he cheats on all his girls. Like,
Hmm.
bro, yeah. I
Which
mean,
is why I'm saying I know somebody
yeah.
warned her in some form of fashion.
Yeah, and that somebody could have been one of the million bodyguards that are watching everything go on and not say, bro. I'm gonna put this video up real quick. I wanted to show everybody this guy right here, one of Diddy's main bodyguards all through the career, is sitting down and talking to everybody about this, and not one time has he said anything about like you know calling the cops or saying he said he's caught Diddy arguing with his mom, Diddy arguing with Cassie, Kim, numerous of amount of people and women
Mm.
and fighting and arguing, and he's been there throughout all this shit. I'm gonna play this clip real quick.
Deal. Happy to have you back on the platform, my man. How did I know you was gonna call me,
And
Mighty?
dialogue,
It
this
didn't
this
take a
this
rocket science.
podcast is
I
good
was
too.
figuring
I
when I
watch it a lot.
seen that this morning,
Okay.
the dialogue gonna give me a call.
Dialogue.
Oh, you already know. Yeah, Diddy pitting his hands on Cassie.
Man, you know that was crazy. And I know people gonna think that, yo, this is all what Gene wanted to see. But now listen here, man. The devil got a purpose, God got a plan. Do you understand what I'm saying? The devil got his purpose, but God got a plan. You understand? And it's all in God's plan, man. You understand? To let people see, because a lot of people wasn't believing that this stuff even existed, brother. A lot of people didn't even think that this was that, Cassie was telling lies, Gene been telling lies. He's the only one told the truth.
And you hear what he said. Nobody will believe him, and that's another thing. That's another problem. Like even if he did say something, nobody's gonna believe him because it's Diddy. Diddy's gonna pay a bunch of money to make it go away, like he did with the film or with the video. So now that everything is coming to light, like he said, it's it's like what does Diddy do now? How did he get out of this one? Is he fucked now? Like what do you do? I mean, you do apologies over video, and it don't make no sense to even do that because now you just like a bigger just looking at him apologize looks stupid.
It was his apology was so unsincere because he denied it. He put out this, what was it, the tweet or something, where he was saying, I sat back long enough and watched people throw dirt on my name, and it's just a money grab, or yada yada
Right,
yada.
right,
And
exactly. So
I deny all of this stuff, and then this video comes out. So it's like you're only doing this because you feel like you have to.
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like he is just doing everything back. I don't know why is my Google talking. I don't know what the fuck's that about. But it's like he's doing everything wrong. He's the apology, like he should have got ahead of that shit and just admitted to what he did was wrong,
Yeah.
and then that was it. But he went and apologized after the video comes out, and you're only sorry because you got caught or because it leaked out. Like you should have did all that when Cassie was out here saying you did that, and you saying that they're just trying to a money grab. So now nobody's really gonna believe you. Like that sorry ass apology is not doing it, bro. It's not doing it.
Nah,
Wherever the fuck he was at, and he's not in the States because
I don't think he
people
is.
were saying he was in Russell Simmons' house hiding out in Bali, which I kind of believe because Russell Simmons be doing his weird yoga videos from over there. But um, yeah, dude, that shit. This bodyguard's been talking. There's another bodyguard. Oh, so yeah, like I was saying, there's other bodyguards that are coming out and talking about the same shit with Diddy. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Um, but I'm almost certain that whatever happened all those years ago, needed to be spoken of because like we can't just keep letting like these entertainers do these things to people and get away with it, regardless if it's just them or a group of them, whatever. um you gotta be responsible at the end of the day. Like everybody's always talking about man up and pay for your sins. Well, god damn it, everybody should pay. Like even the bodyguards that seen shit like this happen should be responsible some way or another, because they could have stopped this. All could have ended long
Mhm.
time ago if,
Yes. Yeah.
if somebody just came out and said, hey, this is happening. But like I said, nobody's gonna do it because there's a lot of factors involved. One, you got to remember, Diddy feeding a lot of people out here. Let's keep it real.
Mhm.
Diddy feeds a lot of people out here. I mean, regardless of what he's into, you know, dildos and all that shit. He's feeding families. He feeds the bodyguards. He feeds the entertainers. He feeds he does shows. He's feeding the stage. Like he's a big thing. He's a job. He's a career. If you're working for Diddy, it could be a big change in your life. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to take that away from him. But on that end, how do you? If I'm a bodyguard, how do I tell somebody, yo, the guy I'm working for is a fucking creep, scumbag? Nobody's gonna fucking believe me, or they're gonna tell me, yo, man, you're gonna have to shut up, or you're gonna have to go. I mean, it's kind of like if you're working at work. You know, if you go and you snitch on somebody, if you're not in that clique, that might backfire on you, and then you end up with a target on your back. So it's the same thing. It's just on a different caliber. But how do you do that? Same thing, with Cassie. How do you get out of that if he's doing the things he does, and you got into this lifestyle and in the back of your head you're scared to leave because you know you're gonna end up on the streets or hungry or with no career? What do? You stick around?
Well,
Most people stick around. It's abusive relationship. I mean, even people who are abused in regular relationships with bum ass guys with no money, they stick around for what? Because they need the house and the place to stay because the guy take care, all that shit.
I feel like, and that's why I feel like that's where everybody comes into play. That's why I feel like the
Right.
society that we live in is it has to take responsibility in this as well, because I feel like things happen because people stand back and say they ain't got nothing to do with me, or I can't risk
Right. Right.
what I have, and then, which is, I
Yeah.
understand it. I do understand it, but if 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 a group of 15 guys go out and there's one guy in the group that he grabs a woman, right, inappropriately, if the
Right.
other 14 guys step in and check this dude, he'll never do that again because all
Right.
other men around him checked him. But
Right.
if only one guy checks him, his behavior isn't going to change. It's just going to go back and forth, and now also it's going to be some type of argument. So it's like
Right. Right.
the masses are going to have to step up and say, we're not tolerating this anymore.
Yeah.
Like this type of behavior isn't acceptable. But
Mm.
because good people stand by and let bad things happen, they happen. So the bodyguards, the assistant, because she came out, she said, I never seen this type of behavior between them, but I'm not surprised that these allegations came out. Or I'm not surprised
If
that
you
this happened.
say if you
Which,
say I'm not surprised, that
yeah,
means
you know something.
you've seen something. You've seen it, you
Yeah.
heard.
But
You know what I'm saying?
you don't want to implement yourself. So like if this thing, if it
No,
goes
they
to
don't want to
court and
incriminate themselves. That's what they want. They don't want to be
yeah,
a part of
right.
that shit.
They don't
Yeah.
want to be a part of it.
Right.
Yeah. That's so
Yeah.
that's what
Because
she's
if you
saying.
go, yeah, I seen that shit all the time. You in courtroom next week. You know what I mean?
Man, it's just terrible, bro.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. What Diddy did was very disgusting, and you have to hold him accountable for his actions. Excuse me, but he is not the only one who's at fault here. And
No, absolutely.
I'm so disappointed in the people around him because they allowed this to happen simply because this man was worth money, bro.
And
We got
that's
to
what
do
I'm
better
saying,
as a
man.
society, man.
We built that cultural bubble to say, like, the guy with money can do whatever he wants because it's the guy with money. That's why,
Right.
bro. And this is one of my things, bro. Like, I can't stand. I hate being somewhere, like for instance at work, right?
Hmm.
Let's say I'm at work
Hmm.
and the big boss comes. I'm talking about the guy who owns whatever,
I know where you're going with this.
and
I know where you're
everybody's
going
like,
with
"Yo, da da da
this.
da's here, tighten up, da 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 da's here, da da."
Yep.
Like, yo,
Yep.
go tie your shoe. Like, bro, like I'm not doing all. Like, what? Like,
Yep.
okay, listen. If I'm a
Yep.
boss, yes, respect me, but don't fear me. I don't want you to think because I want to walk by and I see you taking a break for 5 minutes, I'm gonna fire you on some dumb shit. Like I hate when you have to do that. Like just I understand, yo, the boss is coming, tighten up. All right, I get that. But don't hey, Mr. Boom Boom is here. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm not doing that wrong.
button your
You know what
shirt
I mean?
all the way up.
But yeah,
Yeah,
button your shirt,
yeah.
tuck your like, let's go kiss some ass. No, I'm not, bro. Listen, if the boss wants to be a boss, like he comes to me and he says what's up. If it's mutual, then like cool, let it be natural. But I'm not gonna be like, oh hey, oh my god, hey, master. Like I'm not doing that, bro.
Nah, nah.
I'm not. I am not built from that cloth where I'm gonna kiss your ass. Like, don't get me wrong. I respect you.
Hmm.
You're my boss or whatever. But I'm not gonna. You ain't gonna tell me like, yo, the boss is coming. We gotta go. Like, yo, calm down, relax. What? Like, I will always do that wherever I work. Somebody be like, yo, the boss is coming. I'm like, okay, continue doing what you're doing. What are we doing? We doing something wrong? What do you want me to do? Pretend I'm like,
Yeah.
if he comes out when I'm at lunch, I'm not gonna stand around and wait for him. Like, I'm going to lunch. Like, I'm not unless he wants to talk to me. I don't need to be there to show him how much I love him. Like, I'm not doing that. Now, don't get me wrong. I will respect him if he's doing some lunch or he's giving out fucking picnic bag. I don't know, whatever. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Mister. Whatever. Boom. But I'm not doing all that shit, bro. And like in the case of Diddy, I think that's what it was. We culturally are always degrading ourselves for the person with the bank.
Hmm.
Like, I've seen people do dumb shit when people with money are around. Like, why do you act that way? It's like it's just
I,
crazy.
I
Like,
I I know exactly what you're talking about because I see that stuff all the time. The big man's coming, so now they want the floors
oh
clean, they want the walls
yeah,
clean.
do
Like,
that
man,
shit on a regular day.
yeah,
That bathroom had shit stains for a week. Nobody cared until the boss
nobody
comes.
cared.
Get the
Nobody
fuck out of
cared.
here.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, bro. I hate that shit. Just keep it 100, bro. Like, yo, the boss is here. Just keep doing what you're doing. You good. Just tighten up. All right, cool. But I'm not gonna go and fucking stand at attention. I mean, I'm not doing that, bro. Like, I just it drives me insane, bro. I can't. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't. And that's how I feel bad for us as a culture of just American people is that we praise these people with the bank and we treat them better than we treat our own people, and they don't even treat us right.
Hmm.
Like, they never treat us right. Like, I don't. I mean, it's very rare where you work at a job and they treat you right already. Most of the time, the bosses don't ever care, bro. Like,
No,
it's
I don't care.
some places I work, they are all right, but they let's keep it real. They really not there for you. They there for the bank. I mean, business is business, bro.
So much so that it's getting harder and harder to take vacations now. Like,
Bro, it's nuts, man. I'm just and I'm over that shit. But like I said, the whole I could see how Diddy being the breadwinner in the whole group and everybody's just eating off of him, somebody will turn the blind eye when he does something stupid. I see it. I mean, it's happening as this year is coming to the middle of the years. I mean, of the year,
mhm.
bro. Everybody's getting exposed for the bitch ass motherfuckers that they are. Whether you're a fucking a woman beater or a fucking sexaholic, like, bro, everybody's getting exposed, bro.
Yeah,
And if
everybody
you
getting
do,
exposed.
and the crazy thing is like if this is your let's just say Diddy's a freak, right? Freaky ass nigga, yeah, 69, God.
Mhm.
But let's just say, right, he's a freaky ass nigga, right? He a fan, he a fan, he a fan. No, all right. But fine, be a fan. You can be a fan all by yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. You like BBC and all that. Fine, do that shit on your own time. But you don't have to like force people into that lifestyle if that's not what they want to do. So keep that freaky shit to yourself, man. Not everybody's into what you're into. I mean, I'm not judging, and I know plenty of people out here doing weird shit, and I don't care. It's cool. If I think that's something interesting, I'm like, whoa, that's crazy. That's pretty dope. But keep it real, man. Just let that girl go. You should have let her go. Like, it's you know what it was? It's like you said, it's the power, it's the possession. It's mine. And that's what I think a lot of people don't understand about relationships is that you do not own that person. Just because you're with them or you're married to them, you don't you yo,
You don't. Yeah.
I don't own my wife, bro. Like I've been with her forever. I don't own her. She is not my property. Like people think that when you get married, it's like, oh, that's my bitch, that's my property. No, that's the wrong way. If you're thinking like that, you're already lost. It's another. That's like me saying, yeah, I have my workers are my property. They're not my property. They're my workers. If they were my property, then they'd be slaves. Like, what are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that's not how that shit works. Like, your woman is not your property. She is your spouse. She is a person that you share life with, your life with, her life with. If she don't want to be a part of your shit no more, you don't own her. Like, it just like I think that's what a lot of guys don't understand, bro. They really think they own their woman and they don't. You know what I'm saying? And I think they need
Mhm.
to realize, like, yo, if I'm not doing right by her, she gonna go somewhere else. I mean, same thing with a
Yeah.
girl if she's that way, but I see it a lot more in guys where they're more possessive with their women.
Mm.
Protective, fine, but you don't own her. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah. Because like with Diddy, man, like he was so comfortable, dog. Like that
hmm
that video is very disturbing. The more I think about it, like it
yeah,
just get worse and worse
hmm
because he was so comfortable doing what he did, running out in a towel.
hmm
The cameras everywhere. Then you paying people to keep the video under wraps. Your team, like nobody around you, tried to help her get out of that. It's crazy. Like it's the more you think about it, disturbing it gets for me, and I believe that this is only the beginning of
Oh yeah,
those
for
type of
sure.
videos.
I'm almost certain there's more
Yeah,
shit that's gonna be leaked. Bro, I wouldn't
mhm.
be surprised if Cassie only got out of that relationship because she blackmailed Diddy. Like, yo, I got this video. If you don't let me be and move on, I'm gonna expose you for what you are.
So
And that's
how long they been apart? Because it's weird
it's
because
been
Diddy been it's
shit. Diddy
I
was
remember
go ahead.
I remember when she came out with the song "Me and You." That was a while
Yeah,
ago.
that was minutes, bro. That
She
was
came out
like 15 years ago. More than
she
that,
came out
probably.
that one song, and I really didn't see her anymore.
Yeah, no,
But
that's
it was
it. That was
reports
it. It was one
it was
album.
it was reports that they were together, but then you would see him with J Lo and these other women
Yeah, no, the Me and You I think came out a little bit after J Lo. I want to say.
after J Lo.
Oh, I know, but okay. So you got to understand, she was his artist first before they were dating.
Right.
So, well, I don't know what timeline when Me and You came out, but it was more he was dating other women when he was getting Cassie up as an artist. He
As an
only
artist.
started dating her after he broke up with everybody. I think it was J Lo. After he broke up with J Lo, he started dating Cassie, and her album was already out. They were supposed to be working on a second album. I think a second album came out or was supposed to come out, and it didn't. And then she ended up just being stuck with that motherfucker for like 10, 15 years or some shit like that, on and off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, she stalled out with her career because of this
Right.
whole this whole you know debacle or
Diddy.
fucking
Yeah.
relation. Yeah, Diddy.
Did Diddy
So
saga.
yeah, next time on Bad Boy, did he do it? Did he leak these videos? Did he? Is that like It's just crazy because um if you really, really listen, I watch a lot. I'm so in tune with the backstory of Diddy that I could probably fucking sit here and tell you the whole thing. But just knowing the shit that I've watched and learned from other people who talked about him
Hmm.
and said shit about him, it, it all makes sense. From Mace to the girl from Danity Kane from the kids from what was it, the band,
Hmm.
from they all of them have they all had said something in a way where it was cryptic, but they were like, yo, Diddy does weird shit. You know what I'm saying? He fucks up our contracts. These and bro, even when 50 Cent is trolling him for like the last 5 years about these parties, everybody just thought 50 was being goofy, but maybe he wasn't. He was dead ass serious. I mean,
Oh
come
man.
on, bro. You can't. I mean, Cat William talked about crazy parties. Orlando Brown talked about those crazy parties. You know
And
who they
then
need to ask? Justin Bieber. Have you seen Justin Bieber lately? If you say Diddy around Bieber, he starts like getting he freaks out. Like he just looks like he's scared of the industry. Like they done ran through this poor kid and turned him
probably
out.
have. Probably have.
Bro, I
And
mean
I ain't gonna lie. I'm curious about Diddy and Meek Mill. Not curious like that, but like, yo, is there some
right.
truth to what they're saying?
Hey man, it doesn't take long. I mean, let's keep it real. For these guys to be on the level of success they're on without having to get their dick touched is probably the most disturbing thing, because uh, it, it bro, I've heard stories of just weird shit that these guys do when they have that much money and power. They go around and they nudge you in your crotch for no reason, like because they think they can. I mean, even with that whole Nickelodeon shit, bro.
Oh yeah.
Did you see that? That shit was crazy, and it was a little
I
boy.
didn't
Listen,
watch it, but I did hear about it.
listen, they were touching all types of kids. I mean, poor Drake, the kid from Drake and Josh, he
Drake and
got
Josh.
raped
Yeah.
like crazy. By he got raped by somebody who was on set, like one of the producer kind of guys, or
Yeah.
like it's happening, bro. It's out there. It's happening. You got weirdos out there doing weird shit all the time.
And again, that goes to the culture. Like, good people who are around these situations, they sit back and they say nothing because they can't
They leave it,
or don't want to take the risk of losing what they
losing their
have.
job, losing their jobs, bro. Losing. It's all about the money, bro. And that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, regardless of what you think, if you're gonna send your kid to fucking Nickelodeon or Disney Channel thing to music, like you gotta remember there's predators everywhere, bro.
Hmm.
Everywhere, bro. Like you can't just be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna send my 14-year-old daughter, to Bad Boy to she's working on her album. You think I'm not going? I'm in that studio with her. Oh, what
but
she doing? What she doing wrong? What you mean you want me to? I'm not going nowhere, nigga. Like no, no. You
but
understand what I'm saying?
I, I think the parents give the kid up for the money.
It's their golden ticket, bro. That's what happened with R. Kelly. He was paying all these girls tuition just to sit around and act like fucking little whores, and that's what they were doing, bro. And like I said, I don't want to shame anybody. If that's what you're into, fine, but don't get mad when shit don't work out, and then now all of a sudden you want to sue everybody because you've been hanging out with R. Kelly since you were 18, and now you're 25, and he's getting rid of you, and now all of a sudden you're crying out rape, and he's
Yeah.
been raping you. Like I don't know, man. It's just crazy. It's a double edged sword, bro. Like everything else in this fucking world, and you have to just deal with it. But it's just nuts because most of these guys get away with it so long, but by the time they even get caught up, it's like
And
it's
then
like crazy.
I think was even more so like the cherry on top. I'm pretty sure because of their wealth, they're able to get elected government officials or authority figures on board
Mm,
with what they're doing.
yeah,
And
I'm
I
sure.
and I really think that's where the destruction comes in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he probably got the like you know you and the mayor cool, or no, you
Mm,
got the police on your payroll or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
feel like once it get to that level, that's how you're able to do what you did in that video.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
And, and it's nuts because like before the video, everybody was like, "Yo, Diddy, Diddy didn't do it. He's not like that." Now the video's out, not a peep from anybody. I haven't heard Meek Mill say anything. I haven't heard
Nope.
French Montana. I haven't heard anybody come out and it's because they're gonna look like assholes and everybody's career's on the line right now. Anybody
The the only
riding for
person I
him is
heard,
gonna lose
oh,
it.
no, I bet
No, go
the
ahead.
only person that came out and made amends was Slim Thug. Because when Cassius first made those allegations, he's like he didn't believe. He think it was just a money grab, yada yada yada. Then the
Mm,
video came out, he saw it, so he went online, made an apology,
mm.
and say he don't condone Diddy, don't stand behind anything Diddy did. So
Right.
shout out to him for being being a man
Yeah,
and
and that's what I'm saying. Nobody else is gonna
doing
do
what he was
that.
doing. Yeah,
Nobody else is gonna do
but
that. Like, Meek Mill was jumping out the window last week because somebody told the kid who did the freestyle that he needs to shut his mouth and Meek was out here like, yo, you don't talk to like shut up, bro. Like
that
you
was
out here
uh
again.
that was 50. He was talking to 50.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, yeah. But
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, like shut up, man. You out here getting butt swiped by Diddy and you over here taking up for him, you dumbass. You a fan, you a fan, you a fan, freaky ass nigga, you a 69 God. Like that's Meek, bro,
Oh
in a
God,
nutshell.
man.
Like you taking L's
But
all day.
you just gave me an idea for another topic, man. I'm gonna write this shit
Yeah,
down.
right down. But that's my take on that shit. I'm
Yeah,
good if you can.
I'm good, man.
All right.
I'm disgusted at American society. I'm disgusted at myself. I mean, it's the ways of the world, bro. And
Mm,
I don't want to just charge it to that, man. I just feel like if you take if you take anything away from this podcast or this Diddy situation, man, I feel like we have to do better as people, bro. We have
absolutely.
to do better as people.
Hmm.
We got to do better, and
Yeah,
that's my
no, for
take on
sure.
it, man.
All right. Well, everybody, hit that sub, the like, do the comments, let us know what's going on. And I'm
Yep.
Ninja,
This is XP Early Bird.
and
Peace.
we out.